Hi, I'm Claire.
Hi, I'm Rush.
I'm Cheyenne, and today we're going to talk about Pride.
So this year we went to Wilton Manors Pride. So this was definitely my first Pride, and I went with Freshman and Cheyenne because I trusted them both, and I wanted it to be an enjoyable experience, and it absolutely was. It was so much fun being somewhere where there were other openly queer and gay people, and I did not have to hide myself, and I absolutely enjoyed that.
It was my third Pride, but it was my favorite, honestly. I went to Pride once a few years back, I guess I want to say like 2015, 2016, before I was out, and with my sister, and it was nice, but we didn't stay for too long, and then I went again earlier this year, because one city in our area does Pride in like March or something for some reason. The way that Pride event went, it was like the parade, and then you followed the parade to a little park enclosure area, and there it was just lots of different food carts, I guess, around, and then a huge area that was where you could buy things. You could again, those corporations were there, like trying to sell you insurance and stuff. I almost got an airbrush tattoo. And then there was like a little stage area where people performed. And because I was alone, I didn't really have that much fun there. I feel like if I had friends, I probably would have had more fun, but even then, I don't think that kind of thing would be enjoyable for the people to hang out with, because it's just not that cool. But this Pride, like Claire said, we went to a city full of, it's like the gay city in Florida. Mm-hmm. We went to Wilton Manors Pride this year, and we just really hung out and walked around, and it was more fun than I've ever had at a Pride event, because like I said, I was with my friends this time, and again, like Claire said, there's so many people just out there having fun. I ran into a few people from school, and I don't know, just hanging out, eating ice cream at a really gay ice cream bar.
Because remember when we went to the ice cream parlor,
mm-hmm.
and we had all those fun conversations about cannibalism and what we're gonna do when we die, and there were like some older gay dudes around, and they were looking at us like, and they had like a conversation with us, and it was really cool, but they were looking at us like, oh my god, what are they teaching the children these days?
Like, I worry about this new generation.
Like, okay, but it was totally my fault because I brought up cannibalism because I was having some amazing ice cream. Like, it had macaroons in it, and it was carbonated.
And it changed colors.
Yeah.
It was...
And it changed flavors. They had, like, a spray where you could make it sour. I'm totally gonna post pictures on the gram.
Yes.
So, yeah, Wilton Manors Creamery, thank you, and I hope you get a ton of business.
I think it's, like, creamery and milk bar, because I also sell boba tea there.
It was a creamery and milk bar, yeah.
I liked it definitely way more than other times I went to Pride. My first time was at Wilton Manors Pride, but it was like a year or two ago maybe. I can't really remember. It was really fun, but the parade part was so hot that yeah, like me and my friends just went into the car for like most of it because it was just too hot to stand out there. But we had a lot of fun. But I liked this one with you guys more because, like, we all got tired after eating the ice cream, and we were like, alright, sorry to ruin the mood, but we gotta go home. And these two were like, nope, we're down with it, let's go home. But by then, the parade had started, and if you don't know, our car was on this side, we were on this. This is where the parade is going through. You can't go across until the parade is over, which wasn't for, like, maybe an hour and a half.
It was
Yeah. So we just waited inside the Wilton Manors Pride Museum. And
Wilton Manors Stonewall Museum.
Stonewall Museum, yeah. And they had finger food, and they had pamphlets, and they had seats.
And they had magazines. They had like a lot of really good reading material.
A lot of informational stuff. They had this one pamphlet I really love.
Another thing is that, like, you should try everything out that you can, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, have fun with Pride. Go up to different vendors. They usually have some sort of, like, thing for you to do. Some people go out there, like, with jobs and stuff like that. There'll also be people with, like, petitions for you to sign, because I feel like
they help with like legislation for the queer community surrounding you. So if you are 18 plus, sign up for those things, because they will send you like emails and stuff. If they ask for your email, sometimes they just need like a signature to get like a petition just even heard in the first place. But I'm not here to teach you about local government.
Not yet.
Just sign the petitions, because when you sign those petitions, you are helping out your local queer community. And the small things count, because we as queer people, we are able to make a difference as a community. That's why it's such a big thing as a community, because as individuals we can make a difference, but as a community we have a voice that is heard louder. It is like singing Queen's We Will Rock You. The more people that join, the more powerful you are, and everyone knows We Will Rock You is a queer anthem.
It is.
One of the reasons I'm really big about finding like outside sources to be like a better gay and to be a safe gay is because at home I am not out. Neither of my parents know that I'm gay, because I am from a Haitian family. I am like first generation immigrant, like fresh off the boat, y'all. And my parents' love and my queerness is like Schrodinger's cat. Right now, as I am passingly heterosexual, they love me, and I'm aware of that, but like them loving me while I'm queer is Schrodinger's cat. Like, I want to be able to wholeheartedly say, oh, my parents would love me even if they knew I was gay. But I'm not sure of that, because sometimes my mom makes like homophobic comments, and I'm just like, ooh, I'm an ally of the gays. I'm not a gay myself. Like, as a gay ally,
as a lesbian supporter.
Yeah, so that's why I'm just like, even if you're not out at home, you can find yourself a community that's outside of your place, like at your high school, at your college, in your local community or somewhere. Even if you have to travel a bit, I promise you, having other queer members around you makes you feel so much better. It makes you feel so much better and so much safer. And if you can't find a community, we're your community. We're here with you, and we're here for you.
Yeah. The first time I went to Pride, it was probably the first time I felt like really free, because it was the only space that was like, not only was it gay, it was pro-gay. You know, like, we didn't have to, nobody had to tone down their gayness. Nobody had to censor themselves. Nobody had to be like, oh, I like her, I mean him. You know? Like, nobody had to pretend to be straight or watch what they were saying or doing. And it was just a beautiful space of queer people, and you feel so safe. Like, queer spaces are one of the only places I feel, like, absolutely safe.
I've had, like, similar experiences. I've known I was not straight since I was like 12 or 13. And then I realized I was not cis at 17, I believe. And I just came out in February of 2019. So I've been closeted for a long, long time. And just, I was lucky that the high school I went to was pretty chill. It was like oddly chill high school that like, no one cared if you were gay, really. Like, there was no bullying. Like, you know how you see people on TV, like get. I watch a lot of Glee, but you know they'd slurp me the gay kid. They would slurp me the gay kid. I always feared that. And in high school, it wasn't like that. You know, people were like just very openly themselves. And even though no one in my friend group was out at the time, it was very obviously a lot of queer kids in that group. And I was one of them. Like, most of us are not straight. When I was hanging out with them a few years back, I think freshman year, we went to a Halloween party together, and they were just talking like, oh yeah, so-and-so, they identify as genderqueer now, so-and-so's this and that. I'm like, okay. It's just, I like the fact that even if you don't have, like, I never really went to, like, the community center or anything like that, but I had my friends there around me, and I felt welcomed and supported by them. And I ended up making my community online, which can be a dangerous thing because there's so much nonsense out there.
Bring a water bottle, bring multiple water
water.
bottles, bring like a giant water jug, like bring all the water, because they'll sell you like a single use water bottle for like $5. Some guy tried to sell us that, we're like, no, it's okay, we bought water before. And a bag of chips and a lot of water.
Definitely
like,
food.
And like bring like fruits and stuff like that, like oranges and stuff like that are
things that hydrate you.
That hydrate you.
Yeah.
And another tip, like freeze like the oranges like the night before, and when you take them out, if they're still frozen, that's cool. You have a nice frozen snack. So yeah, bring like healthy stuff too. You know, stuff that'll keep you cool. Don't like just like bring chips, because those are salty and they dry you out.
And Ziploc bags help keep like the frozen stuff in its own container so that it doesn't get everything else wet.
So like, just to list off again the tips we have. Okay, coming from a 21-year-old, especially for
Have
alcohol,
a designated driver.
have a designated driver. And 2, if you want to drink at Pride, bring a flask, bring something, because I promise you they'll hand you like a crap office party plastic cup and like charge you like $10 for nothing.
Okay, so
Also be careful, because there are jerks out there in the world. So if you leave a drink somewhere, don't go back to it. Throw it out, leave it where it is. Don't drink something that you like had out of your like underneath you, like out of your eyesight. If it's like open, like if it's like this, you know, has a thing that's sealable, then that
Put
should be
vodka
fine.
in there. That's a vodka bottle itself.
No,
Do you see how huge it is?
No, do not get alcohol poisoning. Drink responsibly. If you're gonna drink.
Oh no, I meant that for like a group of people, not for one person. Oh my god. I'm not trying to kill you guys.
for those of you,
drinking water.
yeah, so for those of you who are underage, bring water. Bring all your water. Like, carry a jug with you. We're serious, you're going to need it, because you're going to be walking around, it's going to be hot. Set a budget.
Yes.
Yeah.
But also, it's probably gonna be more expensive than you think.
I think, okay, so this is going to sound ridiculous, but God, I wish I had bought one of those like ridiculous head umbrellas.
Because rainbow one.
Yeah, it's so hot, y'all.
Or in
Sunscreen.
Florida. And it's Pride is in June, so it is summer, so it's usually hot wherever you are too.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
But
sunscreen.
global warming.
Yeah. In terms of that, have sunscreen. Have a tiny little umbrella or something. Bring a bag, like a tote bag or something like that, to carry your stuff around with you. And is there anything else we should have?
Bring a
Sunscreen.
towel.
Yes, bring your own
sunscreen.
towel. Lightweight clothing.
Yes.
Lightweight clothing is very important. I recommend just like something that is like not sheer. If you want to wear a shirt, that's fine, but bring like a tank top and shorts. That's like the ideal thing for
If you
Pride.
like me and hate shorts, then do you, but be
You can
careful.
wear long pants like Cheyenne, but like lightweight clothing is best because it is going to be hot, and the floors of Pride are not always clean.
Nope.
So sneakers, I would say sneakers, but if you want to go out in style and wear heels and everything, just
Do
be
you?
ready for your feet to be murdered.
Just bring up backup shoes.
Backup shoes.
Bring shoes and backup shoes. What else? Oh, and have just like a lightweight cardigan with you, because sometimes like you'll be hot, but sometimes you'll just get like randomly cold. Or when we went into our quiet place, the museum, it was cold.
Yeah.
Because
My fellow gays with disabilities, beware. Come early so that you can find parking spots near the place. Or if you don't have parking spots, you need to like come early so that you can find like somewhere close that you can park, and whoever's with you can help you get there. Always have aid at Pride, I would say.
Yeah.
Like, have an aid. Like, if you can't hire anyone, find a friend that would be willing to go with you, because if I didn't have Rashma and Cheyenne, I would have given up 15 minutes in, and I would have gotten in the car and I would have went home, because holy God, the streets were uneven. Because I saw other people at Pride who were in wheelchairs like me, and they all had aids with them, no matter who I saw. And I saw like at least 5 other people at Pride with wheelchairs. So
or
that
with
was
like prosthetics, stuff like that. It's just like, and of course people with canes, stuff like that. You know, the elderly are there. just if you're in any way physically disabled, or like me, I have flat feet, so I can't be walking around a lot. So take frequent breaks and bring help. And of course, if you're the kind of person who likes to go alone, then sure, but I feel like Pride is more fun with friends and family, you know?
And I had Reshma and Cheyenne there as like pack mules to help push my wheelchair.
That's true.
Because, make Pride accessible, 2K forever.
Yes.
Please. Sometimes they were like pushing my wheelchair around and I had to get up and walk, and I had a prosthetic and I actually fell one time as an able-bodied person.
I didn't realize how non-functioning it was for people with disabilities, because I had only been with friends who didn't use prosthetics or could walk like me, and I don't have any problems. But then when I went with Claire and Cheyenne, we had to push her wheelchair, and there wasn't a lot of space at a lot of places, and there was no connection between streets and sidewalks, and she'd have to get off her chair, and we just had to push it up.
And that's what you felt, isn't it? That she had to get out of her chair one time when the sidewalk or the road ended. We had to get basically walk up a ledge in was mulched earth onto a sidewalk.
Yeah.
And we couldn't get her up there in the chair, so she had to get out of the chair and walk over there, and that's when you fell, right?
Yeah. That's funny because my leg is still in the repair shop, and we went on June 15th, and it's going to be the 15th 2 days from now.
Damn.
So it messes up it messes with so many things, the fact that Pride is not accessible. So just please be as safe as possible.
And I think most of our tips were good for spoonies or people with invisible disabilities that leave them often tired or ache or anything like that. Again, don't be afraid to ask for help or bring aid with you. I know, my mom, she oftentimes doesn't want to use things like her cane or wheelchairs, but if you need to, don't hesitate, Use what is available to you to help you out so that you can have a good time, you can have fun, and you're not gonna spend the next 5 days in bed, Don't be that person.
I went with Claire and Cheyenne, and I would not have known about these issues. So if you see something, say something to a cop, or be hey, can we set up this a little differently? Or if you're one of the people planning Pride, especially if you're planning Pride, make sure it's accessible for everyone.
Plan a better Pride.
Yeah, be a better gay. Plan
Do
a better
Pride. Make a better effort. I'm sorry.
So make Pride accessible for people in wheelchairs and other people with other physical disabilities, please.
If you're like me and you're asthmatic, there will be people around that are smoking, and you'll also be walking around a lot all day. So bring a pump, and just be prepared for anything. Bring your asthma pump or whatever you have that you use. If you're like me and you're sensitive to sounds and stuff like that and lights, bring sunglasses and find a place that you can kind of be out of the way and rest and just have a little quiet time. Like we went to the museum. If there's something like that you can go to, or just a little place.
And if you're having sensory issues with sounds, like she said, you can bring glasses for the lights, but for sounds you can always get some of those dollar earplugs. They'll set you straight.
Hi, we're the Rainbow Brigade. Thank you guys so much for watching. We really hope you enjoyed what you just saw.
Don't forget to like and subscribe and share our videos.
And don't forget to comment below. We want to hear what your experiences, what you've dealt with Pride, what you think about it.
The Rainbow Brigade is also on other social media platforms. Our links will be in the description box down below, and we would be very happy to interact with you in other spaces.
Thanks, you guys.
Bye.